Coming up next on PSN News Tonight, a look at a fundraiser that took place this past weekend.
And then a look at this week's top stories around the world, up next on PSN News Live.
I'm Eliasof.
And I'm Erin Sheehan.
Our top story tonight. Boston police are continuing to investigate bombs that were detonated at the Boston Marathon this afternoon. As you can see here, these bombs exploded just to the left of the finish line, causing runners to scatter. The explosion occurred earlier this afternoon, and so far, emergency room officials say that over 100 people have been injured and 2 have been killed. President Barack Obama gave a statement at the White House about an hour ago, saying, "But make no mistake, we will get to the bottom of this and we will find out who did this." There are still no suspects in custody as of now.
The total revenue from Penn State athletics decreased by almost $8 million this past fiscal year. The University Athletics Department released a statement explaining that charitable donations for sexual abuse education and prevention factored into the 2011 and 2012 totals. Despite the overall decline, contributions made specifically to Penn State's football program increased by more than $7 million.
A former Penn State employee has filed a wrongful termination suit against the university after having been fired in March of last year. William Gerlich fired multiple age-related discrimination complaints while employed by Penn State and claims that he received lower job performance ratings and other setbacks due to his complaints. He was fired for failing to meet acceptable standards of performance and is suing the university for compensation.
On Wednesday, April 10th, the Lion Ambassadors hosted their annual tour of the Old Main building. The building has been under construction, so the Lion Ambassadors decided to do a different sort of open house, a tour of the bell tower. To keep students busy while they were waiting, the ambassadors offered free food, including sandwiches and cotton candy. There were various performances, including one of Penn State's numerous dance teams.
Penn State's Schwab Auditorium will be seeing some changes in the future. The building will undergo some renovations this summer and switch hands from the Penn State Center for the Performing Arts to the Student Affairs. The switch will allow for more student organizational use of the facility at a reduced cost. Although it will not be in control, the CPA will still be able to use Schwab for performances. Student Affairs will fully take over the auditorium in fall 2013.
At Penn State are taking a stand against sexual assault. Reporter Mary Elena Baloris has more.
On Thursday, April 11th, a group of about 100 men walked 1 mile in high heels for the Walk a Mile in Her Shoes event. Maddie Fitzgerald, one of the event's organizers, believes this event is a great way to raise awareness about sexual assault on Penn State's campus.
I mean, it's just a really big issue on this campus, sexual assault, domestic violence, and this is just a really visible way to attack a problem like that. We have a lot of fraternity men here, a lot of different organizations that can sort of be directly involved with the issue, and I think it says a lot when they come out and become and participate in it and take a stand against those issues.
Evan Bourgeois, a sophomore participating in the walk, believes that sexual assault is an issue that affects everyone in different ways.
I do have a little sister, so I got the older brother, kind of sheltering, don't want her to get anything bad happen to her, but I also have, I have friends on campus that I know have been affected by sexual abuse and things like that, and everybody else probably does too, they just might not know about it.
The walk, beginning and ending at Buki Building, was sponsored by the Center for Women's Studies and Men Against Violence.
My brother, who's also the president of Men Against Violence, Tanner Fitzgerald, also plays a big role in it, so I always come out to support them, help them organize everything.
I feel like I'm gonna break the shoe or something like that, and I definitely can't walk backwards at the moment. I've been stumbling the entire time and barely catching myself, but I think I'll be okay.
Walk a Mile in Her Shoes was just one event that occurred during Sexual Assault Awareness Month at Penn State. For PSN News, I'm Maria Elena Baloris.
We'll be right back with more of your latest news after the break.
Big dreams and good grades aren't enough to get into college. There are actual steps you need to take. Finding someone who can help is the first and most important. For the next steps, go to knowhowtogo.org.
I got no pulse. We're losing him. Shock him.
Drives it real all the time. Just had a few drinks. Just can't be happening.
Are we clear?
Clear.
We're just buzzed.
Just buzzed. You didn't tell us that, sir. You're right. This isn't happening. He'll be fine.
I feel good.
Really?
No, not really.
Buzz driving. Maybe we should stop acting like it's no big deal.
Shock him.
This can't be happening. This can't be happening.
Of course it's not happening. Armored car. Listen, having money isn't about luck. Make your own coffee, save $1,000 a year. Feed me.
Feed the pig. Hey, good game. Oh, there we go. Great game, man.
Let's go get a win!
This year's MVP goes to Jake.
Take steroids and eventually everyone will see you for what you really are. A fake, a fraud, an asterisk. Don't be an asterisk.
This week, Penn State students and surrounding community members hosted multiple outdoor events for charity. On Sunday, hundreds of people participated in the Out of the Darkness fundraiser walk. With suicide being the leading cause of death for college students, Out of the Darkness serves the Central Pennsylvania chapter of the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. This year also marked the 8th annual Autism Speaks 5K race at Penn State, and the event raised more than $85,000 for Autism Speaks.
This past weekend, Relay for Life at Penn State trumped records, raising over $137,600 for cancer research. Countless organizations and clubs from all across campus all times during the 24-hour period, which began at 2 p.m. Saturday and concluded 2 p.m. Sunday. Different events included Don't Forget the Lyrics and wing eating contests to keep morale up as donations continued to pour in. The money raised this year almost doubles last year's total of over $69,000.
North Korea is issuing near-daily threats against the United States and neighboring South Korea. In the warnings, North Korea says it can strike the U.S. with nuclear weapons, although analysts are doubtful that their missiles can reach that far. The threats are a result of the United States' efforts with the United Nations to punish North Korea for its nuclear test in February. There are multiple theories on what North Korea is trying to accomplish with these threats, and many analysts feel that North Korea is doing this in an attempt to receive aid or some other concessions.
The GOP filibuster on gun control is no more. On Thursday, the Senate cleared the way to begin debate on the new gun control law. The law would require background checks on guns purchased at all commercial gun sales. This would close the so-called gun show loophole. Currently, gun show purchases are not subject to background checks. The law will be debated on the House and Senate floors, and the bill will be voted on in the coming weeks.
Wrecked homes, downed power lines, and lots of rain from a giant storm system overtook the country this past Thursday. Cities from the Gulf Coast to Canada were affected. Only one death has been reported in Mississippi due to the storm. However, extensive injuries and damages to infrastructure have been sustained. The storms have caused the Missouri governor to declare a state of emergency and the Minnesota governor to call in the National Guard after sheets of freezing rain brought down tree limbs and power lines.
The National Hockey League made a monumental decision on Thursday, announcing a partnership with the You Can Play project. The mission of the project is to end homophobia in sports. The You Can Play project is led by Patrick Burke, brother of Brendan Burke, an openly gay hockey player from Miami University. Brendan died in a car accident, and Patrick started the project in his honor. The message of the project is, if you can play, you can play. The NHL has been at the forefront of the LGBT outreach, and this decision has been widely accepted throughout the league.
All right.
So you can't save money? That's easy as pie. Brown bagging lunch instead of going out. $6 save times 5 days a week times 10 years is 21,000 bucks. That's a lot of lettuce. Small changes today, big bucks tomorrow. Feed the pig.
So you're the new girl. Yes. That's cute. Go on in.
Mr. Felsnikov, thank you for overlooking my credit score. I was in college and I charged up a whole bunch of things that I really couldn't afford. Who knew employers checked that?
Hey kid, I don't credit check you. You don't credit check me. Capiche? And sometimes it floods in here. You might want to start wearing boots.
Potential employers can check your credit. Don't let your bad credit put you in a bad job.
I don't want to give you my love. I don't want to meet you nowhere, no. I don't want none of your time. I don't want no stuff. Rather than taking no love from me. Hanging out the passenger side of his best friend's side, trying to holler at me. Hanging out the passenger side of his best friend's side, trying to holler.
Honey, the credit fairy doesn't exist.
What?
It's make-believe. Nobody left anything under your pillow.
If there's no credit fairy, then we'll make our credit score go on.
We will, by doing things like paying our bills on time.
There's no magic to improving your credit, but there's help, and it's free. Go to creditfairy.org.
What?
Hello there from the Campus Weather Service. I'm student meteorologist Ryan Bells, here with your forecast. To begin off our forecast, we're going to take a look at our headlines that we're tracking this week. And we can see at the beginning of the week, we're going to see widespread rain all throughout the Commonwealth. By the middle and end of the week, that rain will stick around the area, and in addition, we'll see the chance of some thunderstorms pop up into the area. But looking ahead to the weekend, looks to be partly to mostly sunny conditions, so a very nice way to end off the week with all this rain that we're going to be expected this week. Let's take a look at our eye in the future forecast. Stopping the clock, Tuesday right around 9:30 in the morning, we can see partly cloudy conditions here in Center County, but you can see the line of showers just off to our north and west that will be affecting the region throughout the next few days. Advancing the clock once again, Tuesday evening right around 7:30, it starts to make its way into the region, and we can see scattered showers. There is some embedded heavier showers within this, like I was speaking of during our headlines. As we advance it once again, we can see that by the midnight hour on Wednesday, we'll see possibly some of those embedded heavier showers in our neck of the woods. Advancing it through Wednesday morning right around 8:30, we'll see cloudy conditions with stray showers possible all throughout the area. Advancing it through the afternoon on Wednesday, 1:30 in the afternoon, still see cloudy conditions, showers possible, mainly in the southern portion of the state, but we can't rule out that chance of showers throughout the next few days. Now taking a look at temperatures over the next few days, we'll see a temperature right around 65 degrees Monday evening, right around 6:30, and throughout the evening Monday and into early Tuesday, we'll cool down to right around 50 degrees here in State College, 50 in Williamsport, 51 in Bradford. Through the early morning Tuesday, and throughout the morning and afternoon, stopping at right around noontime on Tuesday, we'll have a temperature right around 59 degrees here in State College, 61 in Johnstown, a little warmer in Pittsburgh, 72 degrees, 61 in Franklin, and 59 in Erie. And these temperatures are pretty seasonable for this time of year. When we see a temperature right around 67 degrees at the 4 o'clock hour on Tuesday, that'll actually be just slightly above average. High temperatures for this time of the year should be right around the mid to low 60s. So very seasonable temperatures across the state, and even warmer in the southern parts of the state. 70 in Philadelphia, 73 in Harrisburg, 67 here in State College, 70 in Johnstown, and 76 in Pittsburgh. Throughout the remainder of Tuesday and looking into Wednesday, stopping the clock Wednesday morning right around 5:30 in the morning, we'll see a temperature right around 58 degrees. Very mild start to your Wednesday morning. Throughout the day Wednesday, by 10:30, we'll see temperature right around 53 degrees. And finally advancing it once more, Wednesday 2:30 in the afternoon, right around 58 degrees. So your forecast for this evening does call for showers possible, temperature right around 52 degrees, with winds out of the south 5 to 10 miles an hour. And here's the forecast for the next 7 days. For Tuesday, looks to be cloudy with showers, 67 degrees. Showers on Wednesday with some afternoon thunderstorms possible, 65 degrees. And taking a look at the end of the week, warmer on Thursday, 72 degrees, but that rain does continue throughout the remainder of the work week. And looking into your weekend, some sun and showers possible on Saturday, but other than that, mostly cloudy conditions. Clouds will start to move out for Sunday, and we'll see partly cloudy conditions, and Monday looks to be nice, temperatures in the mid-50s. Let's take a look specifically at our weekend. It is the blue and white weekend here at Penn State University. Friday evening, right around 6 o'clock for the carnival, does look to be a temperature right around 63 degrees with showers and a possible thunderstorm possible. As we take a look at Saturday's forecast for the blue and white football game, right around the noontime hour for kickoff, 51 degrees, mostly cloudy conditions, and showers possible. That's all from the Campus Weather Service. We'd like to turn it back to the desk.
We'll take a look at this week's sports up next on PSN News Live.
Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to put handcuffs on you, okay? For your protection and mine, okay?
Okay.
I'm going to put it in front of you so it will be comfortable, okay?
All right. Whatever you want to do.
Okay. All right. Is that too tight?
No.
Okay. All right. Okay? You got it?
Yeah.
All right.
Easy to tell if you've had way too many. But what if you've had just one too many? Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Oh, 先生你好，歡迎光臨，等等先。唔該晒。
Brandon.
Metal Con! Let's go! Hurry! Metal Con! Metal Con! Metal Con! Metal Con! Metal Con!
Dude, why is your mom driving us to MetalCon?
Remember when I bought us all snowboards on that credit card and never paid it back? Well, I guess they check that stuff out when you apply for a car loan.
Afterwards, we'll all go out for ice cream. Don't let your credit put you in a bad place. Go to controlyourcredit.gov.
Hey everyone, I'm Maria-Elena Belores with this week's Sports Wrap-Up. The 11th ranked Penn State men's lacrosse team defeated Townsend Tigers with a score of 10-8. The Lions' offense was fueled with a 5-goal performance from TJ Sanders and a 4-point effort by Jack Forster. Shane Sturgis also contributed to the win, adding 2 goals and 1 assist. The victory increased Penn State's winning streak to 7 games and put the Nittany Lions in first place in the CAA Conference. Penn State will travel to Delaware on Saturday, April 20th, to play its second-to-last game of the regular season. The number 7 Penn State women's lacrosse team defeated Ohio State 14-12 in State College on Sunday afternoon. The score was close the entire game, with 9 ties and neither team taking more than a 2-goal lead. Sophomore midfielder Kelly Lechner netted her 3rd hat trick of the season, and freshman Jenna Muschetti closed out the game with the final goals. The Nittany Lions now have a home record of 6-0. The team's regular season home finale is Wednesday against Lafayette. The Penn State men's baseball team traveled to Ann Arbor this past weekend to face Michigan. The Nittany Lions lost the series 3-0 to the Wolverines. In the first game, Penn State had a 1-0 lead, but Michigan rallied late in the game to win 5-1. Penn State pitcher TJ Jan fired 7 scoreless innings during the game, which is now his longest scoreless inning streak. In the second game, Michigan dominated early on with a score of 2-0. Penn State scored 1 run and cut the lead 2-1. Michigan and Penn State both scored 1 more goal each, making the final score 3-2. In the third game, the Wolverines decisively won with a score of 8-1. The Nittany Lions actually scored first, but were not able to respond to the Wolverines' offense. Penn State will host Bucknell at 7 p.m. on Wednesday night. Penn State softball also lost this past weekend, playing at Ohio State. The game was scoreless until the bottom of the 4th inning, when Ohio State struck 2 solo home runs. Penn State could not come back and lost 2-0. In the second game, Cassidy Bell set the program's single-season record with her 17th home run of the season. That added to Penn State's season-high 4 home runs. Unfortunately, this was not enough to defeat Ohio State, who scored 16 runs to Penn State's 7. In the third game, Penn State took the lead 3-2 in the top of the 7th inning, but Ohio State posted 2 runs late in the game and won the game 4-3. Penn State will host a doubleheader with Purdue on Wednesday and then a 3-game set against Northwestern starting Friday. The men's volleyball team had a busy weekend, playing both Concordia and the University of California, Irvine. Penn State, ranked 13, earned a 3-1 win against Concordia Friday night. This was the first meeting between the two teams. Penn State won the 3 sets 25-13, 25-22, and 25-20. They lost the second set 19-25. Redshirt sophomore Nick Goodell led all players with 19 kills, a career-high 6 aces, and 5 blocks. Unfortunately, on Saturday, the team lost 3-0 to number 4 ranked UC Irvine. Goodell again led the team with 9 kills and 4 digs, while senior Ian Hendrys had a team-high 4 blocks. Penn State concludes regular season play on April 19th when the Nittany Lions host Rutgers and NJIT. And that does it for this week's sports. We'll be right back after the break.
I present to you Algebra 2, foreign languages, and finally biology. Who among you will step up to their challenge?
Me.
Yeah, I'll do it. Sign me up.
Take on the tough classes now. You need them to prepare for college.
Ever think about buying a bigger place? Just waiting for a visit from the credit fairy. There is no credit fairy. How else will I get a better credit score? Look, you keep your credit card balances low and only open a new card if you really need it. No fairy?
There's magic to improving your credit, but there's help, and it's free. Go to creditfairy.org.
So you can't save money? That's easy as pie. Drink from the tap. A $3 bottle of water a day times 10 years times 6% interest is over 14,000 clams. Small changes today, big bucks tomorrow. Feed the pig.
Big dreams and good grades aren't enough to get into college. There are actual steps you need to take. Finding someone who can help is the first and most important. For the next steps, go to knowhowtogo.org.
And that does it for us here at PSN News Live tonight for April 15th, 2013. Thanks for joining us, and make sure to check us out on Twitter at PSN News.
And make sure to watch us every Monday night live at 7 p.m. Have a good week, and thanks for watching.
So you can't save money?